Hi guys, no hobby stuff again today because I'm away, so I haven't got anything to do. But as I started in 2003 with my first White Dwarf in July, I thought I'd pick this one up, and I thought I'd do a quick review of it, as I said yesterday. So here we go, the July Apocalypse White Dwarf with the Khorne Lord of Skulls on the front. So diving right in, we've got the new releases. This section is lavish. Look, it's got the full spread sheet. I quite like this one actually. It looks really cool. It's got like a massive battle scene in it. Yeah, it's for the Skull Lord. But there are a lot of pictures in here that I just don't think are necessary because they're all on the internet kind of thing. Like, you know, this guy, he's got like, what, 4 pages spent on him, and like just doesn't need it. And then the Necron guy, although this looks cool with the Catan inside, it just doesn't need this much time spent on it. Okay, maybe it's got alternate colour scheme and stuff, but you know, it's in this. All the new stuff's going to be in the battle report, so why spend 50 pages here? New Space Marine Master of the Chapter. You know, there's now 8 of them instead of 4. There you go. I summed up in 4 seconds. They took 4 pages. Here's Apocalypse. I think this is quite cool, just delving into the book a bit and seeing all the awesome new artwork they've put for it. Various new defense lines, you know, because you need 8 las cannons. Well, I suppose you probably do in Apocalypse, but you know, seems a bit excessive, really. More guns you can have lying around your board. The really, really nice but very expensive collector's edition. Fair enough, you know. If you want to spend lots of money, new cases, new dice, new templates, repackaging old stuff and some new stuff. Lord of the Rings releases. Really like Azog. Really like Azog mounted. And then Thorin and company in Finecast. Fair enough, guys. More adverts. I like this. I like the fact they have Black Library in here nowadays. I think it's good that they're supporting all their different branches. So there's a couple of pages on Black Library. Then there's a couple of pages on Forge World, which I think is pretty nice. They've got some crazy Necron stuff, and these guys with they're rotary cannons. Okay, I thought they were assault cannons initially, but evidently not, and some Night Lords. So yeah, we've finally come to the end of new releases, which in 10 years ago it was 10 pages, and now it's 51. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah. First article, I really like these articles, the Army of the Month. We've got some very, very blue Chaos Warriors. I'm sure Sean from Blue Table Painting, wink wink, would like these. They're yeah, they're very, very, very teal. He loves teal, that man. Blue Table Painting, by the way, great channel. They do some really good videos, really good, all sorts of stuff they get in there. But yeah, they're good. Little shout out for them. So the next article's a bit bland. Here we go. We've got Jervis Johnson, and he says his Jervis Johnson bit. This used to be called Standard Bearer. Basically, it's just Standard Bearer without that title on it. I quite like his columns. They're always interesting. So here we go. The main bulk of the White Dwarf is just the guys at White Dwarf, and they're just adding stuff to their armies. Like this guy's like, basically that whole spiel is just like, I have a Black Templar army, and I bought myself a Baneblade because, yeah, Baneblades are cool. And then this guy here is just like, I bought myself a Tesseract because it's new and shiny. Look how shiny it is. These are some interesting pages because these have all been featured in paint splatters. So here we go. We've got I really like this sort of Halo, reminiscent of Halo, this colour scheme. And then this one was featured a while ago. It's got assault weathering technique in it, which I think is really interesting. So you put down your rust colour and you paint your main colour scheme over it, and then you take it off again with some water, and you get quite a nice effect. Although I'm not quite keen on this guy's blue and red. I think it contrasts a bit much, but each to his own. So yeah, here's the main battle report, which is just a massive Apocalypse one. So here we go, guys. This is the setup for it, and they've put a massive, oh sorry, I've already bent it, a massive 4-page spread of a 12x6 board with Blood Angels, Chaos Space Marines, Dark Angels and Necrons facing off with a whole load of their new terrain. I really like this double-page spread to show the full deployment. I think it shows it really off really well, and it looks pretty nice because they've got all the edge here done out, so you can't see what's around. 2 Titans, guys. Pretty epic. So here we are. This is towards the end of the battle report. This is the last turn, I think, but as you can see, all that stuff's gone. There's 1 Titan left. Basically, everything's died. In fact, even if you look, they destroy a whole tile of the board with one of the stratagems, which is pretty insane. Like, Apocalypse is properly the Apocalypse these days. Here we go. Here we go. I really like these additions to the new style of the crap. Sorry, I really like these additions to the new battle reports. I really like this sort of post-game bit here where they have a bit of spiel and they have some the guys who weren't playing or were playing say, you know, what they think about Apocalypse and what they think about the game. And here's Phil Kelly, looking a bit grey these days, mate, but hey, it's 10 years on. So this is quite cool. They've got like a little article called Reader's Playground where they've just got some photos that have been sent in by various people to White Dwarf. I think this is quite nice to get the community into White Dwarf. So yeah, if you want to have some, if you have some awesome painted Space Marines and stuff, you can get them in White Dwarf, guys. So this is Parade, this Hall of Fame. I think these 2 pages are a waste of space, to be honest. Basically, they go, here's a shiny model, it's awesome. I could tell you that anyway, Games Workshop. You know, lots of your stuff is really good. Couldn't we just have 2 pages more of something else? 2 pages more of this, maybe. I really like Paint Splatter. Really good article, these are, because they go through everything stage by stage. They've got all the paints, got all the brushes, so it doesn't take much effort for you to work out what to do. And it's got this really nice sort of like really dark red, almost red, coppery armour, brass armour. I think it looks really cool for the Khorne stuff. And going through painting all the different bits of that, I think it's cool. And they've got painting Necron stuff, so painting this fire kind of look and the glowing effect is quite cool, guys, quite cool. And obviously painting all the new defense lines, so go through a whole load of different ways, painting green and grey. And it's pretty basic, but I think it's just interesting to see how they did it. You know, it's a good place to run from. Really like this bit here. They've got bases, so how different guys did their different bases, so you've got 5 different styles. And I think it's really good because I always feel that basing's kind of underrated, because I really think bases can be used, they really tie an army together, and I always like making my bases look pretty good, so you can probably see later on I have a pretty standard way of doing bases, but it's a really nice article, that. Really nice addition to the article even. Here we've got how the guy painted the Army of the Month. They always have this. I think it's pretty cool. So if you want to get that lovely teal effect, you can, guys. Then we've got a bit of Jeremy Vitoc. I'm not so keen on Jeremy Vitoc's articles, but hey, he's there. If you want to read what Vitoc has to say. Then we've got where to buy. Great. Because you need to know where to buy all these shiny new models they've shown you. So yeah, it's just pages, some adverts in the middle, but more adverts, just pages of all the store listings around the world. You know, 90% of this is just irrelevant, guys. So this month in, where they cram in a bit of extra stuff, what the White Dwarf guys have been up to. You know, Design Studio, though, I do like these articles where they talk about how they design things, why they design things. Really good article. And like this one, talking about designing the Slaughter Fiend, whatever it is. But there's a Slaughter Brute, you know, it goes through all the different Chaos groups. We've got Slaughter Brute, we've got a Maul, whatever it is, not the Maul Fiend, the other one, the Destroyer Fiend, whatever it's called, a Defiler, and then the new big Lord of Skulls, Gribbly. Really like these articles. It's nice to see what the designers actually think. So here's a picture of Sorry about that, guys. Here's a picture of the defense line made up in plasticard, which is really interesting to see that it's actually made. This is quite interesting. This is Phil Kelly. I wish Phil Kelly had a regular one. I love Phil Kelly. Yeah, he's awesome. But anyway, this is him just talking a bit about Apocalypse and how they made the whole Space Marines chapter. So all 10 companies, all the support for it. Like there's like 20 Land Raiders I counted in there. Obviously, you can't quite see all of it. Interestingly, though, look at this guy here. It's Matt Ward, and he's just recently had a haircut. So 10 years later, Matt Ward returns to form. Excellent. So there's a little bit about Forge World. This is usually longer. Just beautiful Forge World models. Yeah, what they're doing recently, I think it looks excellent. So there's a little bit from the Black Library guys, and then we have our parting shot, which is an Orc Stomper and lots of redness. So there you go, guys. There's a review of the new White Dwarfs. They've got a lot more advertising in them, but they're about 50 pages longer. I mean, I counted that I could cut out about 40 pages of various stuff in that, and it would be, you know, you could cut it out and make it cheaper, or you could replace it with more Paint Splatter. Basically, Paint Splatter is a really good article. I think it's really good. I'd like to see a bit more of make your own terrain than just buy GW terrain, but hey, that's what they're pushing at the moment. So yeah, I can't remember what today's challenge we were supposed to do is, but I'll catch up on those some point soon, guys. Sorry I haven't really got any painting in this one, but I'll get back to that soon. We're coming up for 10 minutes now, so I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, guys.